Let's continue because I got cut off. Getting back to what happens when you worship other deities or false gods. You're giving them power over your vessel, over your light, over your perks, okay? That's like trading your light in, right? For a false one. And because once again, you're not even awakened to your full potential. This is like giving another entity permission or power, dominion over your vessel, over your life itself. And of course, because these are false idols, they're not who they say they are. You know what I'm saying? They get the perks, right? See, let's get back to when the Masons are all about King Solomon. How can this man have wisdom when he sat there and at that point he had control over these demonic legions until a woman convinced him to worship another deity, Abaddon or some right? Whatever, Azazel, one of them. And he lost his rank, he lost his position or the keys, the control over these demons, and these demons went mayhem on his ass. You see what I'm saying? It's like people that sit here and treat others like they suppress them, they use them, not knowing that at some point, like Animal Farm, the beast is going to devour your ass. Give it a chance to. Because first of all, you ain't supposed to, bestiality is a sin. You ain't supposed to be messing or fornicating with a beast. A lot of y'all laying down with people who got succubus, incubus spirits. You're letting that entity in your vessel. They've weaponized sexual intercourse instead of using it as a way of manifestation. And, you have shitted on the energy. It's no longer pure. It's not clean. It's been tainted. Okay, so same thing. You become tainted vessel. All right? And then you become a feeding ground for entities where they just sit and pull on your energy because you is the light. It's just that you didn't know it. So you out here trying to get gifts and powers and abilities without really doing the work or having faith in the divine, that the divine gives you these things. You traded that, right? Just because you wanted it when you wanted it. And you want to make decisions because out of your free will, well, that's a Luciferian doctrine. To thyself be true, boo. Lucy, sure, the enlightenment of the garden is to go in your garden and see, like, hey, this is who I am. This is what I need to work on, right? Face your shadows, transmute it, bring these things in the light. But when you actually conjuring spirits and playing with demons and having all this little thing, thinking that you see, this is why they out here sacrificing people, giving them blood, because the demons require a blood payment. So when people, I asked, they talk about, well, would you like to join the Illuminati? Nah, I don't want to join y'all shit. Who you gotta sacrifice to get there? Because some people, they sacrifice themselves or someone they love, because it has to be something that is close to you. So you could get perks. Do you understand how stupid you are? I laugh at you. You lowered yourself to give power to something that is lower than you. And just like it happened with King Solomon, they waited for the right opportunity to take over. So when you think I got power over, I can control these demons is laughing at you. They like, wait, because they already know you weak because you fell into temptation. You already allowed them in. So they already look at you like a weak link anyway. So you are their bitch, actually. So when y'all laughing, talking about, I got this entity doing this for me, and you better watch out, and I'll do this, and I'll do it. Man, look at here. The devil don't work for you, boo. You work for it. So when you out here, yes, having your perks because of it, right? Because you gotta, in a certain sense, break in to even have some kind of moves or play in this world, right? Where you could actually make things happen. How do you get into something like that and not be affected for the rest of your life? That's why we tell you, don't let it in. Don't mess with it. I work for the spirits. Well, you're their bitch. You're a bitch. You're their dog. You're their lap dog. They're dog walking you, bro. You got a leash, a dog collar. You're chained and you're binded. You are a slave. You're a slave to your sin, bro. You're a slave. Every day you gotta check in and do that. Every day you gotta do this. Every day, and then you feel like weary, bro. It's this heavy feeling. So in a certain sense, the trade-off is not even fair. It's not fair, y'all. And the perks don't last. Everybody who sold their soul, how long did they really enjoy the perks of this life, dog? Seriously. Look at it. Because the devil collected. So you can't even say, oh, I got to enjoy these perks for the rest of my actual old ass life. 90 years old. I got a full term of livelihood. Something tragic all happened to them, right? Whether they got murdered or, their health or a freak accident, right? They're no longer under the grace. You cut yourself out of God's grace, the anointment, the protection. That protection is worth more than any money can even buy. Elites, you sitting here with cameras, you sitting here with military and mercenaries, you sitting here with all, equipments, you sitting here with nukes, and you still don't feel safe? Because that don't mean nothing. It doesn't mean that you do not have protection from these demons. That's just why they do it. They do it for protection. It's not the same. The devil is a liar. The perks don't last. So when you think, oh, it's working for me, it's really you working for it, idiot. So that's why I tell you, don't conjure. Now, this is the other aspect about conjuring energy. Because of CERN. First of all, CERN needs to be destroyed. All your gold, all your monetary value is going to CERN. Okay? CERN is a collider made of gold. Because gold is a transmitter of energy, that they've opened up portal, okay, to allow dark matter. So this is where we get into poltergeist, right? We gonna end up like Ghostbusters, where you bring in so much negativity in the realm, so much dark entities, that it's possessing everything. And it's like when 1,000 little minion souls unite as one, right? One essence, it turned into like a big major poltergeist, something that can control a city, right? Something that it can control the whole world. I mean, I already know what to do to deal with all this. The problem is people is not on board with it. They don't care and they're ignorant. So everything is cool and dandy, right? When these demons is obeying you, taking orders, doing your dirty work. But then at some point, you slip up and then they devour you, yo. They wait for the opportune moment to devour you. The same entity that convinced you to go out there and do that dirty deed is the same entity that's going to be in the court of the heavens, presenting its case like some devil's advocate, persecuting you for the very thing it convinced you to do. That's why I said it played you. You got sucker played. You're not powerful. That's why that power that it gives you is temporary. It's fake. It's temporary. And if you've watched the Nine Gate, perfect example. If you've watched it, that guy at the end, where he's conjuring the devil, And at first he feels the power, and he's like, "Oh, I can burn myself, and I'm not affected by the flames." And then all of a sudden, he really burning. All of a sudden, that power just went bloop, left. 10-10. So it's temporary. It gives you the illusion that you're in power. It gives you the illusion that you're in control, that you're immortal, that you are invincible, that you can go out here and do anything you want and there is no consequence. That is the deception. And just because, for those who have not experienced karma, who laugh at karma, who want to be karma, right, Rockefeller? You want to, all you demonic families want to sit here and play the karma game. You are the Lord of Karma. You are not the Lord of Karma. That's why you're paying for karma now. You about to reap what you sow. And you can't play with that cofactor, because just because it was a not yet doesn't mean it's not coming. And that's why be grateful when God kicks your ass instant. When you sit there and have to pay right away for your sinful nature. Like the saints. The saints, they were all sinners, yo. And they renunciated. And they chose suffering to purify their sins. That's only fair. So a lot of us, we took that pain willingly. And we understood why. We deserved it. Because we earned it. We caused it. Through our imperfect nature. And imperfect nature causes suffering. You are the cause of your own suffering. Because you feel you lack. Because you feel, and the devil will always make you feel like you're not good enough. You don't have enough. Go ahead, and then it makes you also feel like, I'm your friend, like Chucky. I'm your friend to the end. I'm here for you. It purposely will have you outcasted so you would sit here and trust it. And that's kind of what happens too. So be careful, y'all. Be careful. There is a heavy price for that, because you are letting shit in that ain't supposed to be here. There is universally no position. You're not a gatekeeper. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Especially the fake gatekeepers, right, P. Diddy? Y'all are fake. Y'all replaced the real ones. This is why you out here murdering different bloods, different type of bloodlines, because these were the guardians and the watchers and the original gatekeepers of this realm, which is through a lot of the indigenous tribes, a lot of the different rainbow of culture people that basically you have genocide. There's a reason for that, right? So don't sit here and say you gotta move your energy. The stagnation, right? It was showing me, if like me, you're a reader, or, you do different spiritual work, that you had a lot of, that magician vibe. You had a lot of people online attacking you, okay, doing witchcraft on you. I'm telling you right now, don't even put that in your head as if it works. Don't let fear in. They use fear as a way to let it in. So, false evidence appearing to be real. No weapon formed against you will prosper. It doesn't mean that the weapon wasn't formed. Do not allow fear. Oh, these people are doing this. Because then it works. You're lowering your vibration. It cannot work on a high vibration. It can't even touch you. And you are so protected, they can't even trespass. Okay? So just understand that. You yourself is a vortex, and you get pulled into these other vortexes. So like when CERN is opening up these portals, they don't know what they're letting in. And a lot of them, they're not going to sit here and tell you, but a lot of them lost their life trying to let entities in. So, that should tell you right there. They're not that smart. They sold you out for some knowledge, and they stupid. And no money in the world or gold is ever gonna fix what you allowing in. Because now here we go. We have to sit here and keep cleansing and cleansing and cleansing, and we gotta keep exorcising demons. How boring. How unnecessary when you can go straight to the point, seal the grid back, protect it, cleanse it, kick that shit out like Ghostbusters, send it back to the dark matter, and seal the door. Close it shut. And replace the gatekeepers and the watchers one more time, because they're fake. They're the fake ones. Illuminati, you are not illuminated. You are false. You hide in the dark. First of all, let's give people a little history lesson. Illuminati started during that French Revolution, right? Post-Enlightenment or whatever. That was the broke people club. That was a secret society of broke people. That was the only, and then they were the ones who obviously, you know, engaged in different activities. But honey, they're not enlightened. They're fornicator bastards. The real Masons, who were stone builders, they built towards a structure that actually means something. They were positive. They were enlightened. They lived on light principle. You don't live on light principle. You base your info on the dark. You can't create. Sure, everything sparks from the dark, but it won't. That creation will not withstand. There's no foundation to it. It has nothing to even create itself with. Because it auto-destroys itself. Automatically, it goes back to the nothingness where it came from. Because it can't produce creation. It's failed creation. So when you out here having sex with incubus, succubus spirits, you're bringing in chaos. You're bringing seeds of destruction. No, I don't. It should be in her shelf. So destruction, there's a purpose for that too. But for you to think you are King Solomon, Masons, and let me conjure the 72 seals, you know, yo, you're an idiot. And this is why they laugh at you. It's like the jinn. Once the jinn was binded to the lamp, you sat there and rubbed the lamp and released it. Then you asking for wishes. So the same way, when you don't even know who you asking, but you telling the universe what it is you want, you don't know you asking a jinn. And a jinn is only a fallen angel, is a giant that's roaming. An angry giant that's roaming around, seeking to devour and destroy and take over. And you want to sit there and fight Goliath when you're not even David. Because you don't even have the confidence or the faith to fight that big old monster. You will sit there and be its bitch. Because once enough, it gets what it wants out of you. It is released in the wild to do its destruction, you know, its purpose. And because it hates you, you're God's creation, it's jealous of you. So why would you lower yourself to be like it when it wants to be like you? Why are you asking favor? Why are you trying to get info when the information is already inside of you once you wake your DNA up to it? That's what I'm trying to say. It's very stupid. Very idiotic. It's no nonsense. Idiot. You're an idiot. So yeah, it's using you, and it's playing you for Boo Boo the Clown Fool. And at the end of the day, once it takes over, or it brings all its friends, it's over for you. It used you. It used you. And then for what? For a glass of brandy? For 3 Cuban cigars? For a Jezebel spirit? Because let's not forget what happened to Jezebel. Could you remind them? The hellhounds devoured her. She had a pretty bad fate. So, hey, all those people that, I love to play in my Jezebel spirit. Okay. Just wait for it. I hope you ready for the outcome of Jezebel. Because you are only reenacting the story. So that means the conclusion too, boo. You gonna face your end eventually. Everything must end, bitch. Gratitude list. What are you grateful for? I'm grateful for you, God. I'm grateful that you are merciful, that you have shown grace upon my life, which grace is something you have to experience for you to know it. And knowing you don't even deserve it. God, I'm not even worthy. But all you gotta say is the word and I will be healed. But you need to know that I'm not gonna go back and entertain that foolishness. This is why before God could ever do some major change in your life, it has to make sure that you are not going to revolt back to your old ways that got you messed up in the first place. Because then it's like you really didn't learn. You're not sincere. And that's why I had, these spirits, when you have authority, they supposed to work for you. You don't work for them. And the only way I work them is to banish them, bro. Get out of here. Not here to, well, can you do me a favor? No. You had your chance. That's it. It's over with. You got to go through a whole process for you to even be reincarnated. This is why you take your life for granted, yo. You take these opportunities for granted. You think it's a game, dog. For real. And maybe for some it is. But, honey, it is not. Play once you no longer have that power. Or you got played in the end, boo. And all them souls right now screaming below. Calling for Yahusha. Wish they would have took that chance and opportunity. Wish they would have listened. And all they got to do is have the desire and repent. See, forgiveness, it starts with forgiveness. You got to be humble to even be in that energy to say, you know what? I'm wrong for what I do. And, I'm sorry. And I don't want to... Are you really sorry? Because for you to be, this penance... To be really redeemed in your penance and delivered by these things, you have to really mean it, yo. As much as we say, I'm not going to do this, I don't want to do this, we still continue to do it. It's bigger than us because you're a slave to it. That's why I said, you're not in control. By then, the entity took control of your consciousness. You were completely swapped. So, a lot of y'all trying to make sense. Yahusha said, forgive them for they don't even know what they doing, bro. They're possessed. They've been taken over. This one guy was like, well, you don't have a say over principality. You have to come in agreement with it. They have permission, right, over the plane, but no, that's why it's called Battle of Principality. Because they're fighting each other. They're at war with each other. So, no, you ain't got to fall into that trap of... But the agreements, which means peacemaking, finding the middle ground where everybody can get along type shit. Right? We present the case, and then we conflict resolve it. It's resolving the resolution, conflict of each person's, point of view or point, right? What do they need to do? This is connect with yourself, connect with your ancestors, ground yourself, yo. You need to be still. You need to follow your own intuition because there's too much information to be led astray, okay? And then people really think it's okay to go out here and conjure and bring in and be possessed by shit, and then they wonder why their life, is not at peace. When I say embrace your divine goddess, the God that's inside of you, set your intentions with heart and soul. It didn't say mind, because your mind is lying to you. Your mind can be taken over. So be careful the thoughts you let in. Be careful what you choose to believe. you have to spend time to really have observation. You have to be observant of yourself and your surrounding and environment. That takes awareness. When you lack awareness, boo, this is where the enemy can mess with you even more. When you are lost, they say when you're in a state of not dissonance, you're like straying away, right? You're kind of like floating and, just being like letting things just take you without you really questioning it or standing by something. The devil likes to take advantage of people that are lost or misdirected. You need to awaken to your authentic self. You gotta actually be true to yourself, not to them. So again, these demons, they work in groups. They work in groups because they can't do things on their own. They're not strong enough. That's why they need your power. They need your light. Right now, you need to start small, but what is one thing you can change today that will help you? It says turn that criticism into kindness. That's again dealing with pride. Commit to self-care. Because the I am, you are focusing on this is like good ritual, okay? Everything in life is a ritual because it's a repeated. It's like habitual. You're a creature of habit. And everything has like energy attached to it, and it's alchemical. So everything we do in life is like a ritual. When you invest into yourself by caring for yourself, which is a form of self-love, you thus understand what love is. It's to nurture oneself and care. It's not about vanity. It's not about going under the knife. That's an actual form of disrespect. I don't want to see no woman with plastic surgery walk in a church claiming to be of God, because if you did, you wouldn't change your body. You would nourish your body with high vibing energy food, with things that will regulate. You can do it the hard way, okay? Exercise, eat healthy, right? But also learn to love yourself as you are. You need to start there. That's very important, that you need to accept yourself for who you are and where you at in life. Stop trying to be something you're not. Stop trying to acquire. Now, if you want to, again, be healthy, you want to do better for yourself, right? You care about yourself. Then you engage into these self-care things. But anybody who sit here and go under the knife and have to put on fake hair and fake everything, and have to wear a certain type of clothing to feel relevant and value. No, honey, there's no God inside of you, boo. You lack God. You trying to fulfill the empty hole, and it's always gonna be empty, and it's always gonna need. And just like vanity, you're never gonna be happy. And it doesn't matter. Just like a lot of these celebrities, they get surgery, and then they keep getting surgery until they destroy themselves. They're not happy. So it's telling you it's temporary. It's not enough to where it gives actual fulfillment. It's fake. It's temporary. It's bullshit. It's an imposter. Please unleash your inner child and get up and dance. It's telling you y'all need to move y'all body or something. Stagnation. Please stay away from drama today and surround yourself with your tribe. It says tune into your own inner peace. So a lot of y'all need to do that inner work. It's not outside of you, it's inside of you, boo. And at the end of the day, you're only as good as you feel. So it's an energy. Confidence is an energy. You can emit confidence and not even have to look the part. Not today, Satan. So you're not dealing with anybody who you're still angry. This is boundaries, avoiding conversation. This could be a narcissist. This person is, maybe being charmed, used, enable boundaries. So once again, you're going to stay away from people, even if it's family, friends, who doesn't matter. If it's not that you're angry, you already know how they get down, and you're not going to fall for their schisms, their manipulation. It's like the lion's den, right? It's like a predator attracting its prey with bait. You're not falling for it. So a lot of y'all, you having to learn lessons in boundaries. Maybe you had weak boundaries, and this is why people wasn't respecting you. As far as engagement ring, this is commitment, eternity, completion, union, partnership. You're still believing in such. Sabotage, rebuild, interrogate, repetitive, persistent. So you still believe that even, you have not lost hope in love. Okay? But it's like you needing to change these frequencies within yourself, maybe due to mothering narcissism. A lot of us, we was born into demonic bloods. You're the earth angel surrounded by demons, and that's just what it is. And in order for you to change the pattern of what you are attracting, if you are bound to attract these narcissist snakes, you need to change the pattern, and that starts with self-love.